So hello, Italian Cup quarter-final time. Should be exciting. Episode 8 of Glory Hunter, and we're this close to a trophy, viewers.
Gosh, I feel sorry for Ellie.
That's out of order, G. Okay, we don't need your input. Once again, 2 episodes now, we just don't need your input.
I'm the glue holding this entire series together.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll have to, I don't know, send you back. Package you up, send you back.
Wouldn't be the first time you sent a used toy back.
Intro, viewers. She says some libelous things, doesn't she? Welcome back to the series with me, DoctorBenjyFM. Of course, we are the Inter Milan manager then, and since we last met in that Italian Cup game, it was the start of good things for us. A 4-1 win against Brescia, a 2-0 against Cagliari, and a 1-0 win against Sampdoria. 3 back-to-back wins. We're still 4th. We're way off it. I mean, for goodness sake, Inter Milan are... we're just behind AC Milan. We're above Roma, which is nice, obviously. We're happy to be there. But Zebra at the top there, they are running away from it. Like there's a lion chasing them. They're off. Hopefully today we can try and get a little bit closer. We've got Roma to come after this Italian Cup quarter-final. Now Fiorentina, if you look at the league table once again, 8th position, not too far behind us. So a tough tie, but a tie I think we can win. I'll say, coming off the back of those 3 league wins, confidence in camp is high. Fiorentina are our next Bush Tucker trial. So it's good, it's relevant, isn't it? If you're not in the UK, there's a programme called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It's on at the moment. That joke was in reference to that. And now we're all involved. Now you'll notice that Gabriel Barbosa is going to play, not as a target man, to be absolutely clear. He's going to play as a deep line forward in this system. Romelu Lukaku's just picked up an injury, right? And I felt like recently, performance-wise, he'd been upping it a little bit. The season hasn't gone brilliantly for him with 2 in 21. And then, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I feel like recently we saw him score a couple of goals, not too many episodes ago, remember? Take a look at this. That's his form. Recently, that there, assists and goals. You might be thinking, oh Ben, I think there's been an error. There's nothing there. There's 2 goals. He scored 2 goals against Lille ages ago. And since then, not a goal nor an assist. And people wonder why I play Danny Graham. People wonder. Don't wonder, viewers. Okay, it's obvious as to why. We're lucky that Barbosa's back, to be fair. He's come back into the side. And in a recent game, got a goal against Brescia. We need to see some more from him, though. Starting today, hopefully this is where he can make an impact. Danny Graham, of course, on the bench. Lukaku, I might, if I'm here for another season, I might sell him, genuinely. What a massive waste of space. I notice in real life he's banging him in, so that makes it worse. Just reminds me that you can't do it for me. But here we go, the lineup looking pretty familiar to what you have sseen before. I will talk you through it as we go to this screen. Handanovic then in goal. We've got Skriniar, the fridge, Godin, Asamoah one side, Ambrosio the other side, Barella and Milinkovic in the centre, Foden behind Barbosa and Martinez. And Phil Foden's come into the side, I've got to say actually, and done a pretty good job. 7.28 average rating so far in the league, looking decent. We need to see more goals and assists from him though. Fiorentina, of course, Federico Chiesa, very good player, available in my Spurs save. If you want to see how good he is on a weekly basis or a daily basis, check that out. Okay, come on lads, show me what you can do. Keep the run going, keep us happy, keep us motivated. This is where all my eggs are in this basket, viewers, because you've got to remember, it's different to other series. If I lose in this cup game, we can't win this for another year, and this is one of the trophies we need. This is just important as winning Serie A, in my opinion, because I've got to get it in the bag. I've got to pop it in the bag. Why is the bag always down here? So this is a big opportunity for us now. Of course, Inter Milan, we're not the best side in Italy, but we're in that top 5, top 6 conversation, and winning games like this is a must if we're going to progress. These cup games, I obviously play other saves over the years, and I've played in cup games. When we go out, it's like, oh, never mind. But the league's always the title, the target. Not today. Not in this series. We need these cup competitions to go our way. And as I say that, it's lumped forward and they're in behind. Pedro, this is dangerous already. It's a great challenge, to be fair, to Skriniar. And they've kept the ball there. Benassi, what's happening there? What's happening? They're going to look at it, are they? He's going to go and look at it. It was a fine challenge. VAR have been in the air. They've gone, now you might want to go and check that because we think it might be a penalty. So what's he going to do? He's going to look at it after being told by his 3 mates that it might be a penalty. He's come back. What's he going to say? He's decided that it is not a penalty. That has really gone against what I was trying to push there. All I can tell is that VAR and Football Manager is better than in real life. That's the only thing that's the only conclusion we can draw. As Lautaro has been played in, well, no he hasn't. He gave up on it. So, never mind. Can we decide to turn this off? Well, Phil Foden there. Beautiful ball out wide. D'Ambrosio on that side plays the ball in. It's cleared away. Asamoah's going to get there. Our fullbacks have got quite a few goals and assists this season. They're definitely a potent threat going forward. He's going to go check VAR again. There might be, I don't know, is it a red card? Because if it's not, we're wasting time here, gang. He's checking to see. He's having a look at the video. What's it say? What's the video say this time? He's decided no further actions needed. Good. So far, 2 things that he's got spot on, to be fair. And the video people are going, come and have a look. Come and watch it. Leave a like on the video. It's pathetic, honestly. Who would do that? As we get to half-time, this half-time is sponsored by a quick announcement. Please leave a like on the video. DoctorBenjyFM. There we are. Shameless. But no, you've been smashing it recently. Both on this save and that's gone well. We'll ignore it and keep talking. No, but on this save, and on the Spurs save, you've been smashing the old like button, which is massive for the channel. It really does help out in terms of when I go on lists and things for people that type in Football Manager. So if you are enjoying it and you want to support the content, leaving a like is genuinely the best thing you can do. Thank you very much for all of that. As we put a corner in here, it falls to the fridge. Barbosa, he was nearly there, wasn't he? He was sniffing around for it as Barella gets it back on this side. Can he put a ball into the centre? There's 2 players waiting for it. Takes on his man. And then shoots into the side netting. The amount of side nettings that have had to be replaced on Football Manager this season is through the roof, viewers. Still 0-0 though. 64 minutes on the clock, and it's getting towards DG time, isn't it? But we won't make that move quite yet. We'll continue as we are. As Asamoah on that side, driving forward. We need a goal here. Barbosa getting involved. Can he make his way into the penalty area? He can. Pulls it all the way back. It falls to Barella. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. And you've got to say, we're a little bit out of position here as Fiorentina now race forward. Barella does well, though, and wins the ball back. But, we got a big chance. Oh, Martinez, he's nipped in. He's got it back. He's shot from a stupid position. You've got to look at this. 20 minutes to go. Our entire team are looking nervous. I'm going to just encourage. Does that help? They're fired up a little bit. I'm thinking in terms of changes here. We've got a few players not quite doing the business. I need goals. The problem is Danny Graham hasn't scored for ages either. Although his record is better than Lukaku's by some distance. I feel like Foden is a danger, but he's not having the best game. I'm going to go for a 3. And I know this looks a bit daft to play Danny Graham in between the 2, but I think actually having him as sort of the focal point of the attacks, and then Barbosa and Martinez, it's not dissimilar to playing him in there as like an Enganche, really. Or an Enganche, or an Enganche, or whatever you call it. 6 different ways it feels like. All right, Danny's on. Veteran striker, Foden off. Englishman for Englishman. Is there going to be just that one chance late in the game? What happens if it goes to... Is there an extra time? I don't know the rules, viewers. We're going to find out the rules. There's no highlights, though. It's just flying by. It goes to extra time, and we've got plenty of substitutions to use if we would like to. Question is, what do we change here? Defensively, we're looking okay, really. That's not been an issue. It's in the forward areas. I've already brought on... Danny Graham. I guess we're going to bring Brozovic on for Barella. A lot of quality with Brozovic, so we'll bring him on. Okay, we've still got an option to make changes if we need to. And of course, there's an option for us too to go to penalties at the end of all of this. As Godin's ball forward up to Martinez is good, although... It's been stopped, has it? The referee's going to review the footage. The footage of what exactly? What are we reviewing here? Not some sort of penalty incident. Look where the ball is. Godin, apparently, they're checking this incident. This is the 3rd time now. It better not come to anything, by the way. If this results in a penalty kick, and the decision is, no penalty after video review. Can we stop doing this? This is like spam, the amount of video I'm watching. It would be good, by the way. You know when he goes over to watch the screen, Dear Football Manager, can we also view the incident at the same time? Can they put that on the screen? I know it's not a thing at the moment. Can we put that on the screen? I would like that. I think that would be a good addition. Maybe when they make that a thing, they'll say, yes, then we'll do it. As we drive forward here, by the way, lots of options in the centre. We've missed out this game, really. Brozovic is there. Ball into Barbosa. He's at the post. Oh, and it's cleared. Oh, and I couldn't even bear to watch. Brozovic, come on. You've got to put it in there, mate. It's got to be a good delivery. It's not a particularly good delivery. Godin's there. And at half-time, of extra time, we're still dominant, though. Straight into the second half. No faffing about. No changes to be made at this point. I will check at some point to see if we've got good penalty takers on the bench. But it's a throw-in. Deep in the Fiorentina half. If you can nab it back in this position, then we could have every chance of doing something. But no, Benassi, it's a great ball out. And I don't want to go out of the Italian Cup. Please win the ball back, please. I'm so desperate to do well in this. I think it's a real good opportunity as they give it away. Barbosa, he's in on goal. He's only got one defender to beat, and the keeper makes a good save. Oh, it deserved a goal, it said in the text commentary. It was a good effort. Brozovic to put the corner in again. They're a waste of time. Another change. It's getting closer, isn't it? I'm going to demand more. Final few minutes. They're focused by the feedback, and maybe we're about to see some more. Asamoah, it's a big switch. It's a dangerous switch, and are we going to get there first? We are. So as long as we keep the ball here and can work on opening, that front 3 we've got, if we get the ball out wide, put a cross in. I think that's what we're looking for at the moment. If we're going to score a goal, that's what it's going to look like. Handanovic has got it at his feet, though. Please don't cock this up, team. Please. I can do without. This is the sort of situation we like to be in. Asamoah, far on that side. Let's get it out to him. Please. Okay, fine. This side will do. Ambrosio beats his man. Can he get it into the centre? There's players waiting. Danny Graham of all people! Danny Graham's done it again! He's a machine! He's a monster of football! He's done it! Third goal of the season, and Danny Graham pokes it home. He might be 34, he might be from England, but he might be the winner of this game. Goodness gracious me, it's a slide challenge. It's found its way. Oh, what on earth? I asked you to like the video earlier, viewers. If you're not doing it for that, then I don't know what we're doing here. Inter 1, Fiorentina 0, game over. Danny Graham, the hero. Oh my goodness. It happened again and again and again. A good win for us, lads. Well done. I'm emotionally drained, but it was a fun watch. Goodness me. Oh, how many times am I going to shout his name in this house? All right, then. We will draw. We'll play Atalanta in the next round, which I think is relatively kind, you know. Semi-final against Atalanta. We will play Napoli or Milan in the final if we're to beat Atalanta, which is, again, tough game, but you've got to fancy your chances, Benny boy. We're quite closely matched to them. Anyway, Roma to come. We're still going to play it. I probably won't do it quite as in-depth as that went on a little bit longer than I planned it. Oh, dearie me. Danny Graham, viewers. I can't get enough of him. He's going to have to reconsider retirement every single season as far as I'm concerned. I want him here at 54. What a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. Let's do it again, viewers. Precious Mario Balotelli in talks with Manchester United. Things you didn't expect to read during this save. If Balotelli ends up at Manchester United on deadline day, what is happening there? I mean, if he's available... Hang on, if he's available though, Lukaku's not doing the business, viewers. He's joining United, it's done. I was too late. Mario Balotelli's going to Manchester United. It's so weird. Right, registration's all in order. No one left, no one came in. Financially, there wasn't a deal to bring anyone in that would massively improve us. Phil Foden was a good addition. Getting Barbosa back was a bit of a lifesaver. And having Danny Graham in the squad to play ahead of Lukaku is the only thing that matters, really. Oh no, Danny Graham's got a virus. He's sick of being so good. Like, that's all it can be, viewers. It's all it can be. We'll use the club doctor, obviously. I won't just let him fend for himself, send him home. Just get better soon, Danny. No. Lukaku has been so ineffective for me. It's crazy. I don't know if anyone else is playing an Inter Milan save, like maybe because of the series, and they're getting massive amounts out of Lukaku. I've heard a few reports that people aren't doing that, so it can't just be me. Maybe if you play him in the centre of two advanced forwards, maybe that's how you get the best out of Lukaku. Well, maybe later this game we will see that happen as we play Roma then. Let's get into it. The result is the important thing. We've just try and got to get a win, stay in that top four conversation, keep ourselves as a good manager. That's like we're trying to build our managerial profile. That's as much as this is anything, really. Like the trophies year on year are obviously massively important, but keeping myself in the big club conversation. We talked about that pre-series. Like that's the important bit. All right then, decent side Roma. They've got some very, very talented players. We're going to be our best to stop them. It's been a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. That's true, actually. We've won another game. It's now quite a few on the spin. 4 or 5, definitely, right? So we're doing well. Just keep it up now. We've got to stay in this conversation. And Roma are a side that are trying to capitalise on any mistakes that we make, because they've got an early chance, which is dangerous. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Roma. They were one of them. Like when I was growing up, they were my Italian side. If I ever looked out for a results from an Italian team, people like Francesco Totti, and when Cassano was there, Montella, but back then that was my era really. And so seeing them and having to beat them, it hurts me a little bit as well. They've missed. Pretty ridiculous circumstances there, wasn't it? I feel like positionally sometimes, this formation, it doesn't quite allow us to press in the way I'd quite like us to press. We're not quite aggressive enough with it. As Roma come forward, they're dangerous again. They find Cliver, who's looked dangerous all game. Another miss from him, though. Like, our pressing intensity is quite urgent. I'm going to make it extremely urgent. I'm going to up the line just a little bit. We're playing Edin Dzeko today, who's not the quickest striker to get in behind, so we'll try and figure that out. Asamoah, left side, is in a dangerous position. Oh my goodness me, from fullback to fullback, or wing back to wing back, nearly a great chance. I said before in the last game, those two, deadly. They're forward again, Cliver, dangerous, and that I've seen him do that 4 times now. Fazio is booked at the back for them. You'd hope that like the guile of our strikers, that's where we need to be going for him. Go for him. Run towards him, jink towards him, sort of samba your way there, step over, dive if you want. This is Italy. Do what you want. Foden on the ball. Can he slip a ball through? Oh, dearie me. Phil. We're going to have a word, Phil. It's not good. Did you shout me there, did you? What? You're called Phil? That is a turn up for the... You're not called Phil? I'm not called Phil. No, I'm not Phil. Why would you answer when I said... Just leave it. Between him and G and editor Ben, huh? You know you are. I've got a lot to deal with at the moment. Can we find a way in, though? So far, 40 minutes in, it's been a very passive game. So defensively here, we look quite set up to spring as Cliver takes on 3 of our players and does it again. At what point do they take him off? Like, he's done it so many times. I'm worried that it's like, he will do it 9 times, but that 10th time, he'll score. He's on the ball again. He's taken us on. He races forward. Cliver... It's getting a bit funny now. At half-time, it's not going excellently. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased, though. We're going to try and have to turn this round. Foden's having a poor game. It worked last game. We're doing it again. Target man support. I mean, we're basically using the model that Danny... Is he as good as Danny Graham? That's the question we're asking viewers. Can it now start to sort of revolve around Lukaku as they've got a corner whipped in, Barella gets it clear, and it's whether how we react to that. We're not really doing anything. They're still in possession. Dzeko's there. Dzeko heads in. It's a great delivery. To be fair, we make a right meal out of it. Defending anyway, and he pops it in. You can see here, look, this is pretty shambolic from us. We need to get closer, at least put a challenge in. We just sort of let him go round us, cross the ball in, and Dzeko, I mentioned it before, what a danger man. Dzeko was like the original superstar striker that no one had really heard of on Football Manager back in the day, as they've scored a second, viewers. I don't really know how that one's happened. It's happened 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. Let's just take a look at this in 3 dimensions. Keep a close eye on what goes on. It drops in, Mancini gets ahead on it, and then Dzeko there, he does a bit of a goal steal and celebrates wildly. Asamoah is having a poor game, apparently, at left wing back, so DeMarco's going to replace him. Look at the league table now. 5th, behind Roma. And really, the Cup... I mean, we're still in the Champions League, don't forget. We've still got to play PSG in that. Ball played in. I mean, they're looking more and more dangerous with every attack now. The Lukaku substitution has not worked. He's on the ball now, though. Can he maybe start the revolution as the Lautaro Martinez goes through? I'm just not going to... just carry on, Ben. Just carry on. It's like missing the bus every time it happens. That's what it feels like to me. You know, you get to the corner of the road and you think, oh, 2 minutes early, lovely. And there it goes, like the little... Oh, that's what it feels like every time I hit the side netting. I get that feeling. You can all feel that, right? You all know what that feeling's like. Kluivert, surely not this time. He lays off to Kolarov. He's learned not to do that. Kolarov's still doing it. 15 minutes to go. If anything's going to come from this game, it has to happen soon as we go close. Barella's got a little bit of a knock. Brozovic, we brought him on last game. We'll do it again. We're just not creating enough. I feel like it's probably my fault. We'll try and go a little bit more direct, a little bit more tempo to our play. I mean, the thing is, I totally get some of you will say, tactically, Ben, you're getting this all wrong. I've just won 4 in a row. So it's a bit confusing that when I suddenly play a game, 2 goals in 2 minutes, Lukaku's back. That's the position, by the way. We need to play 3 strikers. It's so difficult. If they rule this out for some sort of offside, I'm going to be disgusted. Why? Okay, it was just the replay. I got very confused. Lukaku pokes home. We're back in this game a little bit. We'll go more attacking. We have to, really. We've made a couple of changes. We've gone more direct. Is there a last-minute moment for us? Well, there's a highlight. Whether we win this ball back and counter, though, that's the big question. Forget it. He's offside. He's offside. Referee, look at your lines, referee. He's offside. Referee. He's asking for VAR. The goal doesn't stand. What is this, by the way? What is this as a replay? I mean... whatever. I can't see it. Another highlight, gang. The dramatic nature of this save. It might not be finished just yet. I say that as Roma comfortably in possession come forward. Hang on a second though. We've won it back. Launch it. There we go. Lautaro Martinez. It's a 3v2 in attack. Sure. Oh, you selfish individual. Very greedy. Very greedy indeed. Deary me. Brozovic, ball in. Is it now? It's not now. Was that a serious attempt by Lukaku, or they've had 27 shots as the time ticks away, viewers? Oh, it's painful. It's Roma 2, it's Inter 1. Their second goal was quite fortunate and they scored a cross. We've had 2 shots on target though, so I can probably shut my mouth right now. Against these bigger sides, we need a better plan, because this ain't it. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. Not enough work rate, not enough effort's gone in. They've put it all in. Maybe they were tired, viewers. Maybe that's what it was. They had a very stressful cup game. Oh dear. Come here. Have a cuddle. Have a cuddle. Play better. Right, there we are then. That brings us to the end. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please do leave a like on it. I'm going to set you an ambitious target today, viewers. 2,000 likes. Do you think you can get there? Do you think you can? Hopefully you can. We're Love with Care then from Spend until next time. I'll see you again very, very soon. Danny Graham does it again. That's the memory I want from this episode. Danny Graham does it again.